I'm with Dr. Trey Rogers, who's a turf expert. And Trey, I guess if you're going to have a nice looking lawn, you got to deal with one of these things.
Absolutely. This is our bread and butter. And the first thing I tell you is to treat this engine correctly by maintaining it annually. Change the oil, change the spark plug, change the air filter. Also, sharpen the mower blade. You start to mow with a dull blade, it's like shaving with a dull razor. Nothing good comes out of it.
Yeah, that's no fun at all. And I also hear that you really need to mow very regular instead of letting the grass get too tall and then cutting it. Do it a lot more regular.
Right, got to have regular mowings. If you don't do that, we call that scalping. And that scalping will really be what causes a lot of weed encroachment.
I see.
So what we try to tell you to do is follow the 1/3 rule, which means you can use a ruler here and never cut more than 1/3 of the leaf blade off during any single mowing. So if your target is to mow your yard at 3 inches, when it gets to 4.5 inches, mow it back down to 3. And that will keep the yard nice and thick for you. Also, don't try to mow in the same pattern all the time. Think of a clock. Mow 12 to 6 one time, then 3 to 9 after that, and then in diagonals. This is going to help prevent soil compaction.
Okay, that makes sense. All right. What about the clippings? Sometimes I see people with the bag to contain the clippings, and others I see mowing and just letting it go right back on the grass. What's the best?
I say leave the clippings on the ground.
Okay.
They don't contribute to thatch. And if you'll put these back on the ground, you'll save yourself 1 fertilization a year because they return valuable nutrients right back to the soil.
Great.